Question. What level of government passes by laws? A. Provincial. B. Municipal or local government. C. Federal. D. Senators. The answer is B. Municipal or local government. Question. How is a cabinet minister chosen? A. By the Prime Minister. B. By the King. C. By the voters. D. By the senators. The answer is A. By the Prime Minister. Question. Who was Sir George Aiken Cartier? A. A railway lawyer in Montreal. B. The first French-Canadian Prime Minister. C. The first head of a responsible government. D. Canada's first Prime Minister. The answer is A. A railway lawyer in Montreal. Question. What is celebrated on the 26th of December? A. Remembrance Day. B. Victoria Day. C. Boxing Day. D. Canada Day. The answer is C. Boxing Day. Question. What is Canada's national winter sport? A. Lacrosse. B. Basketball. C. Hockey. D. Golf. The answer is C. Hockey. Question. Who can enter and leave the country freely without time constraints? A. Canadian citizens and landed immigrants. B. Commonwealth citizens. C. Canadian citizens. D. British citizens. The answer is C. Canadian citizens. Question. Which province was the first to grant voting rights to women? A. Quebec. B. Ontario. C. Nova Scotia. D. Manitoba. The answer is D. Manitoba. Question. Who is Canada's head of state? A. The Premier of Canada. B. A hereditary sovereign queen or king. C. The Governor-General. D. The Prime Minister. The answer is B. A hereditary sovereign queen or king. Question. When was the current flag of Canada raised for the first time? A. 1921. B. 1965. C. 1949. D. 1892. The answer is B. 1965. Question. In which province are more than half of Canada's aeronautics and space industry located? A. Saskatchewan. B. Ontario. C. Quebec. D. Manitoba. The answer is C. Quebec. Question. Which provinces are connected to Ontario by land? A. New Brunswick and Quebec. B. Alberta and Quebec. C. Steve, Manitoba and Quebec. D. Manitoba and Alberta. The answer is C. Steve, Manitoba and Quebec. Question. Which is the Canadian province with the largest population? A. Ontario. B. Quebec. C. Nova Scotia. D. Alberta. The answer is A. Ontario. Question. What does CPR stand for? A. Canadian Pacific Railway. B. Canadian People Railway. C. Canadian Public Road. D. Canadian People Resource. The answer is A. Canadian Pacific Railway. Question. Who among these is a Nobel Prize-winning scientist? A. Gerhard Herzberg. B. Marshall McLuhan. C. Alexander Graham Bell. D. Harold Innis. The answer is A. Gerhard Herzberg. Question. When does Canada celebrate Thanksgiving? A. The second Monday of October. B. The first Friday of October. C. The first Monday of September. D. The first Monday of July. The answer is A. The second Monday of October. Question. Municipal government is responsible for which of the following? A. Natural resources. B. Currency. C. Garbage removal. D. Highways. The answer is C. Garbage removal. Question. Who is the head of government in Canada? A. The Sovereign. B. The Prime Minister. C. The Premier. D. The Commissioner. The answer is B. The Prime Minister. Question. How many Canadians have been awarded the Victoria Cross? A. 96. B. 500. C. 2. D. 122. The answer is A. 96. Question. Who is known as the greatest living Canadian? A. Dr. Wilder Penfield. B. Terry Fox. C. Sir John A. Macdonald. D. Sir Sanford Fleming. The answer is A. Dr. Wilder Penfield. Question. Which province is the only officially bilingual province? A. Ontario. B. Quebec. C. Nova Scotia. D. New Brunswick. The answer is D. New Brunswick. Question. What is the head of the city called? A. Mayor. B. Councillor. C. Alderman. D. Premier. The answer is A. Mayor. Question. How large is Canada? A. About 8 million square kilometers. B. About 10 million square kilometers. C. About 11 million square kilometers. D. About 9 million square kilometers. The answer is B. About 10 million square kilometers. Question. Who is considered Canada's greatest soldier? A. General Sir Arthur Currie. B. Phil Edwards. C. Sir John A. Macdonald. D. Rick Hansen. The answer is A. General Sir Arthur Currie. Question. What is the reason behind the Canada and U.S. border? A. To improve security. B. To maintain distance. C. Canada wishes to remain independent of the United States. D. To prevent war between the two countries. The answer is C. Canada wishes to remain independent of the United States. Question. What is the minimum age for voting in federal, provincial, territorial, and municipal elections? A. 18. B. 19. C. 21. D. 16. The answer is A. 18. Question. Which of the following are the three founding peoples of Canada? A. American French and British. B. Aboriginal French and British. C. French American and Indian. D. British American and Aboriginal. The answer is B. Aboriginal French and British. Question. Who has the right to enter and leave Canada at will? A. Prisoners. B. Members of the Commonwealth. C. Canadian citizens. D. Job seekers. The answer is C. Canadian citizens. Question. When did the name of Canada begin appearing on maps? A. By the 1750s. B. By the 1580s. C. By the 1550s. D. By the 1650s. The answer is C. By the 1550s. Question. Who signs the bills if it is approved by the provincial parliament? A. The mayor. B. Dalton McGuinty. C. Members of the provincial parliament. D. The lieutenant governor. The answer is D. The lieutenant governor. Question. Who was the first Prime Minister of Canada? A. Sir John Alexander Macdonald. B. Alexander Mackenzie. C. Pierre Elliott Trudeau. D. Sir John Macdonald. The answer is A. Sir John Alexander Macdonald. Question. When is the Sir Wilfrid Laurier Day celebrated? A. 12th of November. B. 20th of November. C. 22nd of November. D. 2nd of November. The answer is B. 20th of November. Question. From where does the name Canada come? A. From the Inuit word Kanata meaning nations. B. From Kanata, the First Nations word for village. C. From the Inuit word meaning home. D. From the First Nations word meaning land. The answer is B. From Kanata, the First Nations word for village. Question. Which country lies on Canada's southern border? A. Central America. B. Mexico. C. Michigan. D. United States of America. The answer is D. United States of America. Question. Which two provinces are on the Atlantic coast of Canada? A. British Columbia and Yukon. B. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. C. Newfoundland and British Columbia. D. Prince Edward Island and Ontario. The answer is B. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Question. Who have major responsibilities on First Nations reserves? A. Band chiefs and councillors. B. Municipal governments. C. Provincial and territorial governments. D. Federal government. The answer is A. Ben chiefs and councillors. Question. Which two are Great Lakes? A. St. Lawrence and Superior. B. Ontario and Okanagan. C. Michigan and Okanagan. D. Huron and Erie. The answer is D. Huron and Erie. Question. Which territory shares a border with another country? A. British Columbia. B. Alberta. C. Northwest Territories. D. Yukon Territory. The answer is D. Yukon Territory. Question. When was the Magna Carta signed? A. 1649. B. 1215. C. 1425. D. 1615. The answer is B. 1215. Question. Who out of the following is above the law in Canada? A. Judges. B. Police. C. Politicians. D. No one. The answer is D. No one. Question. Who governs Canada on a daily basis at the federal level? A Premier. B. Governor General. C. The King. D. Prime Minister. The answer is D. Prime Minister. Question. What is a part of our heritage under the Canadian legal system? A. Freedom under law. B. Democratic principles and due process. C. Rule of law. D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Question. Where do Inuit people live? A. Ontario. B. Reserve land. C. In scattered communities across the Arctic. D. Prairie provinces. The answer is C. In scattered communities across the Arctic. Question. What are the men who established Canada called? A. Fathers of Confederation. B. Fathers of Dominion of Canada. C. Fathers of Canada. D. Fathers of Constitution. The answer is A. Fathers of Confederation. Question. Who became the first French-Canadian Prime Minister since the formation of Confederation? A. Sir John Alexander Macdonald. B. Sir Wilfrid Laurier. C. Sir Georgette Cartier. D. Sir Leonard Tilley. The answer is B. Sir Wilfrid Laurier. Question. Who represents an electoral district? A. The Commissioner. B. The Governor General. C. The Lieutenant Governor. D. The Member of Parliament. The answer is D. The Member of Parliament. Question. Which sport has the greatest number of registered players in Canada? A. Lacrosse. B. Soccer. C. Curling. D. Basketball. The answer is B. Soccer. Question. Who among the following can help you with legal problems? A. Politicians. B. Lawyers. C. Members of Parliament. D. The police. The answer is B. Lawyers. Question. Who were the United Empire Loyalists? A. People loyal to the Crown. B. The commanders of armies. C. British colonies. D. Aboriginal peoples. The answer is A. People loyal to the Crown. Question. When was Canada's first financial institution opened? A. Early 16th century. B. Late 19th century. C. Late 18th and early 19th centuries. D. Early 18th century. The answer is C. Late 18th and early 19th centuries. Question. How many Canadians served in World War II? A. More than 1 million. B. Less than 500,000. C. About 900,000. D. About 500,000. The answer is A. More than 1 million. Question. What are the 3 levels of government in Canada? A. Federal, provincial and county. B. Federal, state and city. C. Federal, provincial or territorial and municipal. D. Federal, provincial and rural. The answer is C. Federal, provincial or territorial and municipal. Question. What is the largest religious affiliation in Canada? A. Roman Catholic. B. Hindu. C. Muslim. D. Jewish. The answer is A. Roman Catholic. Question. What was significant about the Canadian Navy at the end of the Second World War? A. It was the 3rd largest navy in the world. B. It was the 4th largest navy in the world. C. It was the largest navy in the world. D. It was the 2nd largest navy in the world. The answer is A. It was the 3rd largest navy in the world. Question. What are the Metis people a mixture of? A. Aboriginal and European ancestry. B. European and American ancestry. C. American and Indian ancestry. D. Inuit and Indian ancestry. The answer is A. Aboriginal and European ancestry. Question. Which was the first province in the Empire to move towards the abolition of slavery? A. South Canada. B. Upper Canada. C. North America. D. Lower Canada. The answer is B. Upper Canada. Question. When asked who must you tell who you voted for in a federal election? A. A police officer. B. Your employer. C. An Elections Canada official. D. No one. The answer is D. No one. Question. Who were the first Aboriginal people living in Canada? A. American and British. B. Spanish. C. French and Chinese. D. Indians, First Nations and Inuits, Eskimos. The answer is D. Indians, First Nations and Inuits, Eskimos. Question. What is Canada's system of political governance called? A. Monarchy. B. Parliamentary government. C. Democratic process. D. Benevolent dictatorship. The answer is B. Parliamentary government. Question. When was the first representative assembly in Canada elected? A. 1791. B. 1758. C. 1889. D. 1609. The answer is B. 1758. Question. How is Canada ranked in terms of geographical size in the world? A. It is the second largest country on Earth. B. It is the smallest country on Earth. C. It is the largest country on Earth. D. It is the seventh largest country on Earth. The answer is A. It is the second largest country on Earth. Question. What did the government do to make immigration to Western Canada easier? A. Use the Great Lakes and Seaway to prairies. B. Built a railway across the prairies. C. Built a highway across the prairies. D. A and C. The answer is B. Built a railway across the prairies. Question. When was the Official Languages Act passed? A. 1969. B. 1867. C. 1982. D. 2000. The answer is A. 1969. Question. What is the final step before a bill becomes law? A. Approved by the King. B. Approved by the Prime Minister. C. Approved by the Governor General. D. Approved by a judge. The answer is C. Approved by the Governor General. Question. How many levels of government are there in Canada? A. 10. B. 5. C. 13. D. 3. The answer is D. 3. Question. From whom is Canada's tallest mountain named? A. William Logan. B. Louis Riel. C. Terry Fox. D. Wayne Gretzky. The answer is A. William Logan. Question. Which province is Canada's leading wheat producer? A. Manitoba. B. New Brunswick. C. Alberta. D. Saskatchewan. The answer is D. Saskatchewan. Question. Which port is the largest and busiest in Canada? A. The Port of Halifax. B. The Port of Montreal. C. The Port of Vancouver. D. The Port of Victoria. The answer is C. The Port of Vancouver. Question. Who started the Marathon of Hope? A. Rick Hansen. B. James Naismith. C. Sir Sam Steele. D. Terry Fox. The answer is D. Terry Fox. Question. Which province has the most valuable forest industry in Canada? A. Ontario. B. Alberta. C. Quebec. D. British Columbia. The answer is D. British Columbia. Question. Which was the last province to join Canada? A. Prince Edward Island. B. Manitoba. C. Newfoundland. D. Yukon. The answer is C. Newfoundland. Question. What are the parties that are not in power called? A. Tea parties. B. Opposition parties. C. Rival parties. D. Opponents parties. The answer is B. Opposition parties. Question. Who is the King's representative in Canada? A. The Premier. B. The Prime Minister's spouse. C. The Governor-General of Canada. D. The Prime Minister. The answer is C. The Governor-General of Canada. Question. Why are the Great Lakes important to Canada? A. They provide water for irrigation. B. They provide fresh water and waterways. C. They provide waterways. D. They are tourist attractions. The answer is B. They provide fresh water and waterways. Question. Who was the first person to draw? A. Map of Canada's East Coast Al. B. Josh Cartier. C. John Cabot. D. Jacques Cartier. The answer is C. John Cabot. Question. Who discovered insulin? A. Dr. Wilder Penfield. B. Matthew Evans and Henry Woodward. C. Sir Frederick Banting and Charles Best. D. Dr. Jonathan Hops. The answer is C. Sir Frederick Banting and Charles Best. Question. Who circled the globe in a wheelchair to raise funds for spinal cord research? A. Reginald Fessenden. B. Rick Hansen. C. Terry Fox. D. Gerhard Herzberg. The answer is B. Rick Hansen. Question. Which of the following is a non-Canadian not allowed to do? A. Leave the country at will. B. Contact his or her MP. C. Take the Canada Citizenship Test. D. Vote in federal and provincial elections. The answer is D. Vote in federal and provincial elections. Question. Who can ask you about whom you voted for? A. No one. B. Any other Canadian. C. Your local MP. D. The Prime Minister. The answer is A. No one. Question. What happens when the federal government loses a confidence vote? A. An election is called. B. The official opposition party takes power. C. The Prime Minister loses his job. D. The Prime Minister is no longer the leader of his party. The answer is A. An election is called. Question. In which type of industry did most early European settlers work? A. Fur trading. B. Oil. C. Gold mining. D. Hunting. The answer is for trading. Question. What does MA stand for? A. Member of the National Aid. B. Member of the National Association. C. Member of the National Airline. D. Member of the National Assembly. The answer is D. Member of the National Assembly. Question. What is Canada's system of government called? A. Dictatorship. B. Parliamentary government. C. Military rule. D. Communism. The answer is B. Parliamentary government. Question. How can you contact your Member of Parliament? A. By using social media site online. B. By writing a letter to the House of Commons. C. By booking an appointment over the phone. D. By waiting outside of Parliament building. The answer is B. By writing a letter to the House of Commons. Question. Who is the greatest Canadian hockey player? A. Wayne Gretzky. B. Mark Tewksbury. C. Donovan Bailey. D. Terry Fox. The answer is Wayne Gretzky. Question. What are the two principles upon which Canada is founded? A. The supremacy of God and the rule of law. B. The supremacy of God and freedom of speech. C. The supremacy of law and the rule of God. D. Mobility right and the rule of law. The answer is the supremacy of God and the rule of law. Question. Since when has the protocol for the amendment of the Canadian Constitution existed? A. 1962. B. 1982. C. 1885. D. 1972. The answer is B. 1982. Question. Who led an armed uprising and seized Fort Garry? A. John A. Macdonald. B. Louis Riel. C. Sam Steele. D. Georgette Cartier. The answer is B. Louis Riel. Question. If the government loses a confidence vote in Assembly, they A. Call for by-elections. B. Can continue. C. Do nothing. D. Must resign. The answer is D. Must resign. Question. What is the other name for a trial court? A. The Court of Queen's Bench. B. The Federal Court. C. The Provincial Court. D. The Small Claims Courts. The answer is A. The Court of Queen's Bench. Question. What is the tenure of the Governor-General? A. 4 years. B. 6 years. C. 5 years. D. 7 years. The answer is C. 5 years. Question. To what ocean is Newfoundland closest? A. Atlantic. B. Pacific. C. Labrador. D. Arctic. The answer is A. Atlantic. Question. What is the Okanagan Valley famous for? A. Coal mines. B. Lakes and fishing. C. Fruit orchards. D. Sunrise and sunset. The answer is C. Food orchards. Question. Where are the Great Lakes? A. Atlantic Canada. B. Manitoba. C. Between Ontario and the United States. D. Northern Quebec. The answer is C. Between Ontario and the United States. Question. What does MPP stand for? A. Member of the Provincial Parachute. B. Member of the Provincial Police. C. Member of the Provincial Parliament. D. Member of the Provincial Publication. The answer is C. Member of the Provincial Parliament. Question. Which animal is an official symbol of Canada? A. The bear. B. The moose. C. The beaver. D. The snowbird. The answer is C. The beaver. Question. What do you call the King's representative in the territories? A. Commissioner. B. Member of the Legislative Assembly. C. Sir. D. Lieutenant Governor. The answer is A. Commissioner. Question. What are the three main types of industry in Canada? A. Natural resources manufacturing and services. B. Mining services and manufacturing. C. Oil tourism and manufacturing. D. Fishery tourism and services. The answer is A. Natural resources manufacturing and services. Question. Where do the English and French have equal status in Canada? A. In the workplace. B. In schools. C. In the Parliament of Canada. D. At the City Hall. The answer is C. In the Parliament of Canada. Question. How many provinces and territories are there in Canada? A. 8 provinces and 3 territories. B. 10 provinces and 2 territories. C. 9 provinces and 2 territories. D. 10 provinces and 3 territories. The answer is D. 10 provinces and 3 territories. Question. In what year were the Aboriginal peoples granted the right to vote? A. 1960. B. 1790. C. 1950. D. 1632. The answer is A. 1960. Question. Which province is Canada's largest producer of hydroelectricity? A. British Columbia. B. Manitoba. C. Ontario. D. Quebec. The answer is D. Quebec. Question. When was the Canadian Pacific Railway finished? A. Late 1600s. B. Late 1700s. C. Late 1800s. D. Early 1700s. The answer is C. Late 1800s. Question. Who invented the snowmobile? A. Alexander Graham Bell. B. Joseph Armand Bombardier. C. Sir Sanford Fleming. D. Matthew Evans and Henry Woodward. The answer is B. Joseph Armand Bombardier. Question. What are the three branches of the Canadian government? A. Executive, Senate, and Judicial. B. Executive, Legislative, and Monarchy. C. Executive, Police, and Judicial. D. Executive, Legislative, and Judicial. The answer is D. Executive, Legislative, and Judicial. Question. Federal elections are carried out to elect which of the following? A. Premier. B. Prime Minister. C. Member of Parliament. D. Senator. The answer is C. Member of Parliament. Question. Which is Canada's largest city and main financial centre? A. Vancouver. B. Toronto. C. Montreal. D. Calgary. The answer is B. Toronto. Question. Who invented the sport of basketball? A. Canadians. B. French. C. Germans. D. Americans. The answer is A. Canadians. Question. Which of the following describe two responsibilities of federal government? A. National defense and foreign policy. B. National defense and firefighting. C. Citizenship and maintaining highways. D. Healthcare and education. The answer is A. National defense and foreign policy. Question. Which of the following is the highest court of Canada? A. Provincial Court. B. The Small Claims Courts. C. The Supreme Court. D. The Federal Court. The answer is C. The Supreme Court. Question. Which of the following was invented by Alexander Graham Bell? A. BlackBerry. B. Fax machine. C. Telephone. D. Internet. The answer is C. Telephone. Question. Which one of these is the Canadian icon? A. The national flag. B. The crown. C. The snowbirds. D. The arms. The answer is C. The snowbirds. Question. What are the members of the House of Commons also known as? A. Commissioners. B. Members of Parliament or MPS. C. Members of the Provincial Parliament MPPS. D. None of these. The answer is B. Members of Parliament or MPS. Question. Which of the following governments provides publicly funded education? A. City government. B. Federal government. C. None of these. D. Provincial and territorial governments. The answer is D. Provincial and territorial governments. Question. Who was the first leader of a responsible government in Canada in 1849? A. Louis Riel. B. Sir John A. Macdonald. C. Sir Louis Hippolyte Lafontaine. D. Alec Baldwin. The answer is C. Sir Louis Hippolyte Lafontaine. Question. When did Canada become the official name of the country? A. 1799. B. 1773. C. 1791. D. 1758. The answer is C. 1791. Question. When were female Canadian citizens over the age of 21 granted the right to vote in federal elections? A. 1933. B. 1928. C. 1818. D. 1918. The answer is D. 1918. Question. Who suggested the name Dominion of Canada in 1864? A. Sir Leonard Tilley. B. Lord Elgin. C. LaFontaine. D. Sir John Alexander Macdonald. The answer is A. Sir Leonard Tilley.